Hi everyone, it's Bei bringing you Captain Tsubasa Tatakae Dream Team, the Japanese version. And we have just received the next Dream Fest new character announcement, who is Napoleon. Is there anyone who was able to guess that it was going to be Napoleon? This was not, easy to guess because one reason is because there is an event going on. It just started last Friday. It's only Monday today. And if you go up the ranking and you have a high chance of getting this blue Napoleon who is really dedicated to pass. And to be honest, I wouldn't say this Napoleon is really, really good. But still, it's like a really, big prize, after running this event for like 2 weeks, right? And in order for you to successfully get this blue, the better Napoleon, you'll probably have to run like really bad, and but thanks to this Dreamfest Napoleon announcement, I think some of you will probably stop running this event, because of course, at the end, if you collect all these EX A rank pass that this Napoleon has, I think it's going to be really strong when at the end of the day, give this pass to the Dreamfest Napoleon. It will be really useful, I'm sure. But that doesn't mean, the better Napoleon will be useful, right? It's the pass skill that's going to be useful. It's not the blue Napoleon that you'll need. All you have to have is this red one. And of course, in order for you to maximize this rank A skill, you'll need 99 of these Napoleons. So by the time you collect these, you'll probably be in like a very high position in the ranking, of course. But still, I don't see the positioning of this blue Napoleon. I don't think many people will be using this blue Napoleon ever. Of course, for those who did not or will not succeed to get the Dreamfest Napoleon, there might be a chance of that blue Napoleon to be in the starting lineup. But still, yeah, it's really awkward, I would say, for the organizer or club games to have announced this Dreamfest Napoleon right in the middle of the event. It just started like 3-4 days ago. Yeah, so that's weird, to be honest. That's my frank opinion. Anyways, it's here, it's coming. So let's look forward. Let's look at our future and think of how this Napoleon will be. So they only announced that it'll be red toughness type Napoleon. That's the only info we have. And plus, one more thing is his main skill will be cannon burst shot, which will most likely be S rank shot, and I'm sure it's going to be super strong shooting skill. So that's good because he's going to be forward for sure, at least. I don't know if he's going to get double triple position, I don't know, but it doesn't say anything. But it's going to be Napoleon, it's going to be toughness type, and it's going to have main skill cannon burst shot. That's it. That's the only information I have here. But I assumed from here I'm gonna talk about my assumption, how I feel it's gonna happen. It's gonna be, right before this announcement, like I said, the event came, right, and as event new gacha characters came Schneider, Gentile, and Brolin, right, and all these three characters team skills are boost all parameter of European players, right, by 7%. That's the team skill. And I assume that this Dreamfest Napoleon will have something better than that, but something similar, which is, I assume it's going to be this Napoleon's team skill will boost all European players' parameters by 10%, like, what we have now with the types, agility, toughness, and technique, whatever. Yeah. So I think the era of creating your formation with with type will now eventually become change to a nationality, or I should say maybe like a region of the countries. Yeah, that is my assumption. So with that, well, I'm really looking forward to that, because I'm pretty, I'm all, I had enough with that, same color, thing. It was fun at the beginning, but I think it's enough, right? Because you won't be able to use many characters that you already have that's supposed to be good, because the type is different in today's thing, right? I mean, today's how things are going, right? But if my assumption is correct and this Napoleon has 10%, if you have someone like the new Gentile or Brolin, you have 17% just with the two skills, right? That's already strong. And if you have 3 characters, that's 24 at max. So they're all 3, if you have all 3 team skills, it'll boost all European characters by 24%. That's big, right? Even today with that type team skills, maximum you could go is basically 27. So 24 is like almost the same, right? Well, of course, if you count that, secret Tsubasa, red type, well, his maximum is 30%, but that's like, like a dream, or like, yeah. So I don't think that's normal for everyone. So yeah. So that's that, and so the new Napoleon will probably have somewhat, combination skill with Pierre. I'm sure, these two will have like a skill that that will need Pierre, and vice versa. So I think for those who have last Dream Fest Pierre, you want to use, both the new Napoleon and Pierre together, right? And they're both, of course, European, they're friends. So yeah. And or for those who don't have the last Dream Fest Pierre, I think the best Pierre, other than that, would be this blue Pierre. That was in the game from the very initial stage. You know why, right? Because if thanks to the new passive skill he got, all his parameter goes up by 30% if Napoleon's in the starting lineup. Yeah. You know what that means, right? I did a video in Japanese already once to show how strong this new Pierre is. I mean, it's not new, it's old, but with the new passive skill. But his offense, the total of his offense will be 19,500 something, and his defense will be above 18,000, and his physical will be about 17,000. That is like Dreamfest, or even better than some Dreamfest characters. That's how strong. And thanks to this new Napoleon, this blue Pierre, today, before this Napoleon's announcement, Napoleon wasn't that, he's not like a top tier character, right? But thanks to this Dreamfest Napoleon, he will be, for sure. That means, you have no hesitation. You don't need any hesitation to use this blue Pierre together with that Napoleon. Which means for those who have this Pierre, you could create a really, really strong European team. So, I swear, this I take this Napoleon announcement a very positive thing that will change it will bring a new era of like how things, like how the strong characters, who's gonna be strong and everything. It's gonna change everything drastically, I think. And yeah, so I think the game will look more fresh once again. Everyone will start to rethink how to put your characters in your formation and stuff, because thanks to these new skills and everything, for those who successfully get who succeed in getting this new Napoleon. But one thing that's gonna be weak. So this is my European team, up to date. I unfortunately I didn't get any of the new Gentile, Brolin or Schneider. So these are all old ones, and I don't have like players like Kautz or Pierre or yeah. So this is the best I could do, and I have one character that's not European that's livable because I can't fill in the whole position with European characters. That's you are. Yeah, so that's why I have no choice. But I think for those who have players like Carls or like Chester, Dream Collection Chester or the new Chester, whichever, you'll be able to, I think, fill in all position with European characters. But one weakness with the European characters or team today would be goalie, because today the best goalie is either Wakashimazu, Wakabayashi, or Salinas, right? There's no European here. Yeah. So here's another assumption I have is I think soon. This is my assumption, so I might be wrong, but I think soon there's gonna be new Mueller. What do you think? I really think this is gonna come because I'm sure this. If my assumption of this new Dreamfest Napoleon having a team skill of 10% raise for all European characters, I think my assumption of Mueller coming will be even, have a higher chance to be true. I think because normally this club games they put they bring this one character that will make a movement boost all parameter of blue type or types or whatever. I think they'll continue to what is it called? Bring new characters that has the same type of skill so that it'll be you'll be able to create a perfect team. But today, with only up to Napoleon Dreamfest, it's not yet perfect because, as I said, goalkeeper is not there. Yeah. So I think I have the feeling because Mueller, right? When it released like right after launch of game, this whole game in July or June. So it didn't come at June. I think it came somewhere around like July or I think so. It was really at the very early stage. So there's no update for Mueller in a long time, over like half a year now. So I think it's about time new Mueller comes, right? And because at this new event, there's new SR Mueller who has one hand catch. Yeah. So I think it really makes sense if Club Games releases new SSR Mueller. Because the SRs now, the new SRs here, the European team is coming, and all that kind of things. I think from these piece of information, I have the feeling that there will be new Mueller coming too. This is all just my assumption, my guess. So I don't know how you guys feel. I don't know if it's gonna be really true, but I think at least it's fun to guess. So I'm really, maybe some people, when they first saw the announcement that it's Napoleon, was disappointed. I'm pretty sure many people, I know there were some people who were disappointed with the news, but please take it positively, because like I said, for those who have the Pierre or, whichever Pierre, or if you think of the new team skill that I assume is coming, the future is bright. There's gonna be, it's gonna be a whole new game. Forget about the color, type formation. It's time to create European formation, and then after that, I'm sure it's gonna be, if my assumption is correct, it's gonna be America's formation, and then maybe Asia formation is gonna come. I think it's not gonna only be European for sure, right? So that's my assumption. So let's all hope that it's gonna come true, and let me hear your comments on that, and what do you think about the future. So that's about it for today. Thanks for watching. For those who haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'll continue to do English videos together with the Japanese. I'm sure I'm sorry about the frequency of uploading English video. I need to do both Japanese and everything, all the other games as well. So please, I appreciate your understanding for that. But please do, because I will continue. Thanks for watching. This is it for today. Bye.